It's your girl Jalicia, back with another video. And I just wanted to ask you guys a question. Can we talk today? I mean, seriously, can we talk, okay? I just want to get some things off my chest and ask some questions, maybe give you a little food for thought, and hopefully you can ride with me, alright? Now, I want to talk about speaking positive or negative into your life. That's really something that's been on my heart. If you follow me on Twitter, you know, late night, one of the nights last week, I got into like a preacher mood. Like I was about to hush till my God, okay? Like I really felt some type of way. So I wanted to talk to you guys and get your thoughts on it and all that. So if you're interested in what I have to say, feel free to stay tuned. Okay. Now, most of you guys know that I live by this book right here, The Secret. Love it. And what it is a reinforcement of the law of attraction. Shout out to you if you know about it. If not, this is a great time to open another browser and Google that, the law of attraction and or The Secret. But it talks about the power that you have in your thoughts and in your speaking. And it also goes along with the Rasta belief of WORD.SOUND.POWER, meaning pretty much the same thing. Meaning that you don't speak the things that you don't want to come into fruition. Now, I want to touch on that because I don't think people realize how much power they do have in their thoughts and in their voice. And I don't think people also realize how you could be bringing upon negative into your life by the way that you think and the way that you speak. Now, I'm going to preface this all by saying, I accept and love anyone of any nationality, any race, any religion, any creed, because at the end of the day, I feel like we all praise one God. There is only one God, and that's who we all pray to. So whatever avenue you take to get to Him, blessings to you. So to not offend anyone, I'm just not going to use any type of sex, if you don't mind. So we're just going to talk about God in general. Now, a lot of people believe that, you know, you just pray and your blessings comes. But our job and our responsibility on this earth is to do God's works. Meaning, go out and help, love, teach, spread His word, all that good stuff. And a humongous part of that is controlled by your thoughts and what you say. I'm thinking this might become a series, but for right now, we're just gonna touch on positive speaking and thinking. Now, as a person who always likes to use themselves an example, I'm gonna go ahead and do that now if you don't mind. I'm sure you guys are interested in knowing more about me, right? Okay, so I'm not always be this positive ray of sunlight that you see in front of you, okay? And there's some days where I get pissed off and I cuss and I carry on just like anyone else because I'm human. And I never want to give the impression that I'm better than or I'm less than, of course, or I'm different than a regular human. I have the same characteristics. I shower, I go to the bathroom, you know, eat, all the good stuff. Anyway, but the difference is I use my thoughts and my words predominantly for good. And I say predominantly because there's sometimes when I get mad, boy, I be saying, boy, I be getting that ceiling. Everything you done to me, you know? That's just human nature. But I feel like if we can get each other or ourselves really, because we're the only ones that we control, if we can get ourselves to a point where the negative thoughts that we have, we don't verbalize them, and instead of that we follow it up with a positive thought, we would see more positive things in our life. And what I mean by that is, negative thoughts, they're uncontrollable. I mean, I think only Gandhi or the mighty Buddha himself, you know, can stop their stuff from thinking negative thoughts. But you see someone and instantly you're like, what the hell has she got on? Or you see someone's hair and you're like, child boo. Or you see someone clothes and you're like, no ma'am. Or they do something. That's just normal behavior. But stopping yourself from speaking it out is where controlling the positive and negative thinking and speaking is going to help you. Because when you speak negative to other people, the only person's life that your voice controls is your own. So think about it like this. The next time you see Boncretia with colorful hair, blue contacts, when you see that and you don't think that's attractive, just say it. I can't control making a face, I'm going to be honest with you. So just see it and just don't see it. What I do, honestly, is I tell myself, girl, because it's natural. So when I see it, I'm like, girl, stop. I say something like, well, that's cute for her if she likes it. And I just try to change my focus right at that point. So by doing that, I'm reinforcing the negative thought with the positive thought. And that is how you start to change your pattern in life. It's not overnight. It's a process. So you have to continuously just pick yourself up and keep moving on. Keep moving on. So you need to speak positive to yourself about yourself. You need to, because it definitely starts with self-esteem. If you don't love you, no one's going to love you, because no one's going to love you like you want, because you have to love yourself to emit that frequency so that others will attract that same admiration, if you get what I'm saying. Let me know if I'm going too fast. You need me to break down something else, because I gladly will. But speak blessings into your life. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, you're beautiful. I'm beautiful. I love myself. I love myself. And it sounds crazy, but that's how you start to do it, by doing the hard work. And honeys, I'm telling you this out of experience, because like I said, I had to change my life. And it took me a good two years, and I'm still not perfect. I'm still learning, because when negative is second nature to you, it's hard to flip that and turn into this, oh, I'm positive and I see the sunlight. Sometimes that just ain't the case. But what I tell myself is, I know I'm going through this now, but it's a blessing and a lesson in everything. A blessing and a lesson in everything. So I'm a crier. So let's say something bad happens to me. I'm going to cry. That's a natural reaction. But after those tears dry, I'm thinking to myself, everything happens for a reason. If all you can say, if all you want to do is yell F-bombs, just tell yourself, everything happens for a reason. Because it does. And that one thing that might be a disaster for you today, 2 weeks from now, happened to catapult you into another place in life. You understand what I'm saying? And I can give you a prime example. I was out of work for about 2 years. And I mean completely out of work. Like looking every day, not just like chilling like, child, boo, I don't want no job. Okay, I'm talking about completely out of work, looking, and haven't been called for one interview. Okay? Not one. And I wanted to quit a lot of times. And a lot of nights I said, God, why are you torturing me when you know ain't no jobs? Like, I would just be so frustrated. So, on a Monday I would start looking. By Wednesday, I'm like, shit, I ain't looking no more. I'm done. I'm starting over Monday. Like, it was so frustrating. But now, let's say a year later, I feel like the reason why I couldn't find a job is because God was telling me, girl, you need to be doing hair. You need to be doing hair. You need to make a YouTube page. You need to get yourself out there. You need to speak to people and, you know what I mean? Learn and grow. And if I wasn't stuck in the office and secretary, honey, you would not know me. And I can honestly say I truly wouldn't be happy. Doing this and doing hair makes me happy. And it's second nature to me. I've done it all my life. So that's a small example, but it's an example to show you everything happens for a reason. Because when I was cussing and crying and carrying on about not having a job and not finding one, I had no idea that I would be in this place right now and I could say I'm truly happy. I am. And things are looking up for me. But they're not always going to be. Think about it like this. There has to be rain in order for a rainbow. You know what I mean? Like, you have to go through the bad to appreciate and understand the good. So speaking negative and thinking negative only begets more negativity. And if you read The Secret, you would know that that's just putting out there in the frequency to draw and attract more negative to you. Your circumstance might be negative, but your mind and your mouth does not have to be. And if you think negative, you beget negative. So do me a favor. Let's say start with a week. Just every time you have a negative thought, try to hold yourself back from speaking it. Because speaking it definitely is worse than thinking it. Because you can't control your mind to the point where it's not going to come in. But your actions are caused by the way how you handle that negative thought. So if you can cut it off at the thought and just reinforce it with a positive thought, perfect. But if it comes out your mouth, speak positive right behind that. Speak positive into people's life. If you see a bad outfit, say, that's cute for you, girl. It looks, I'm glad you're really happy with that outfit on. Be yourself. Don't be phony and be like, oh, that's great. Everything's great, because that's not realistic. But just taper it off. Speak positive into your life. Speak positive into others' lives, and control the negativity in your mind. And that is the first and most important step. Because I'm telling you, positive comes from within. Meaning you have to put out positive. Even if negative come back to you, trust me, that positive is going to counteract it. And people are going to be wondering, what's different about you? Why? You look different. You're acting different. You know why? Because the positivity is radiating from you. Like I said, now, I really think this is going to become a series, because I definitely want to share with those who are interested how Jalicia became this Jalicia. And trust me, I am not like this all the time. I just choose not to make videos when I'm completely pissed, because it would just be a bunch of bleep, 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 because I cuss. I am not ashamed. I'm not going to pretend like I'm nobody else. I cuss. I do. I'm trying to taper it back a little bit, but I cuss. And hopefully it's something that you know about me, but you accept, because you realize that I am human, But I really feel like we need to speak more positive into each other. And for those people that sit down and all they see is negative and all they surround themselves with negative, that's draining. Being around someone that's just completely negative, that's draining. You feel like you don't work the 8-hour shift. Okay? I can. You know what I mean? We just need to try to channel our thoughts toward a positive goal. That's all I ask. Leave all your feedback and comments below. Let me know if you think this might be a series, if you think this is something you should be interested in. Let me know if you feel like, girl, sit down somewhere. Or let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you handle channeling, trying to create positive into your life. And let me know if you read The Secret. The bottom line is, just let me know. Okay? I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you sitting with me and letting me talk. And until next time.